Hi guys, I decided to make a video. It's a very spontaneous one, so I have nothing prepared, no plan, and I will not put any makeup and make myself more beautiful as these all YouTube Barbies. I really can't see that. I really, honestly, prefer the nature of beauty, and yeah, nature is the most beautiful thing. So you are beautiful like you are. You need no addings. And what is the topic I want to speak about? It's alcoholism, right? I think all we know a little what is it about. Uh, Alcohol is very common, very uh, famous, very uh, available, and very accepted in the society. That's why I think the society is very sick. Well, it's not only alcohol; it's any kind of drug, so tobacco. It's anything which we get just overused. But my experience with alcohol is very like the example of what is addiction and what alcohol actually does. The thing is, when you're under the alcohol addiction, you don't know uh, how it is uh, till you get out and you see all from out. So then you can see where you have been. But in the moment where you are under alcohol, you cannot justify it. You cannot really say, and you won't believe it. You won't take it real. So as many people, I started with very soon, young age, 16 years, just go bars and drink some glasses, and uh, it was just fun. Then somehow when I was working, and it was like kind of escape. And we had a lot of parties when we were young, so it was fun. Yeah, those parties till 7 o'clock in the morning, and then going work, and it was really kind of tiring. But I decided to switch to work, which was for me more tiring. Then then I started to travel, and this um, yeah wish to just get out from the circle of the bar life. I reached that like that. So I really felt free. I never have been really into these parties like a party girl. I enjoy that, but I felt it's not me who wants to live like that. And to be stuck on the circle, like you really, we go to get one beer, oh, okay, and we still stay till morning, and then we go and then we tire, and then this circle that in the life was actually nothing more happening than to go work, spend the money in some drinks, and just go back again. And so it was very uh, very tiring, very exhausting. Well, then I was without, and I didn't miss it really. And what happened that then I had a relationship which I first didn't realize that this guy is an alcoholic. We were drinking for fun. It always starts with fun, like, yeah, let's have some wine, let's have some glass, yeah, okay. But then it's becoming like everyday issue, and you even don't realize, you realize after some period, long period, that wait, I'm drinking every day. uh, isn't it alcoholism? But as you are in it, you say like, oh no, I'm not drinking so much, it's okay, I just take a little bit, and it's just for fun, or just because I'm a little stressed, or just to relax a little bit, like take one glass of wine after meal is okay, or take one bottle with your partner, it's okay. So you always justify this is okay. And then suddenly, after some years of this life, I start to feel really exhausted, and I start to feel, oh, this is not my way. I was used to sing on the streets, and that was really something from my heart. And but then all the money went into drinking with people, and enjoying the life, and just then I start to feel that I'm doing something which I really like, and I'm killing myself with something what I don't like, which is not really my style. But as I was with that guy, we somehow was living that lifestyle. And then actually, what happened that many people were saying me like I should stop, maybe I drink too much, and we really became, the level was higher and higher. The amount of alcohol was higher and higher, was more and more we were drinking. And yeah, we were drinking a lot in the end, since morning till night. So we were those, free people just enjoying life. But I was inside not enjoying at all. But the thing to stop it was impossible. I had actually to run out from this partner. And it took me still some years. Then I find another partner which helped me out from the addiction. It's really, it was really like a big thing that I thought that I will leave the relationship and I'm out of it. But it was not, because what is working and what you realize after when you come out, it's the continuity, right? The you get used not only to the substance, but there is many things like subliminal. So you get used to buy it, just to buy it. You come in the shop, and first what you see is the beer or whatever you drink. Um, so it's not like, it's also like some conscious thing. Or even if you see, even with tobacco is the same. If you see people smoking and people drinking, you start to feel like you want also. It gives you the taste. It's like somebody's yearning, so you are feeling tired, right? So this subliminal things, this subconscious thing is really, even I would say, strongest than the substance itself. Well, when I came out first time, it was for 1.5 year, and after a long time I could not get pregnant. I get pregnant in 15 days, which was like amazing. Was in that moment I was conscious that alcohol really is a poison. uh, I call alcohol black hole, as there is many black holes in everywhere which they suck just energy. It's like alcohol sucks first your energy, your attention. It sucks all your money, all the money gets in it. It sucks all your emotions. It sucks all your relationships, because you drown into it. It's just really poison which takes all down. And then it's a really dark spirit, right? And there is open ways that you probably know that in certain moments the drunk people just flip out and change personality, and the evil, or how you want to call it, this demon comes out. It's like people sometimes, I have friends that they would you would not recognize them. There was certain amount or certain hour, that they completely change behavior, and I'm sure I was doing that probably too. But the problem is that you're not really conscious about that. You're excusing your drinking. You are not feeling bad. Yeah, there is some fights. We had some fights. We had some discussions, but it's okay. It's normal. Everybody has in the relationship. You don't actually cannot see that the cause of all these problems and conflicts are in the alcohol. That you somehow in certain moments you uh, lose the control over your mind and over your emotions. So maybe you put it in like downwards, that you feel sad and start to cry and feel lonely or feel whatever, depressed. Or that's like the other side is that you become aggressive, the angry. Mostly if you see drunk people, they like talk crazy things that are not funny at all, but they are laughing like crazy. When we were inside, it was really funny. Any kind of stupid thing, it is really funny, and then it becomes repetitive, and it's not really funny anymore. And you feel like, I felt like, yeah, we have really fun and I'm really happy, and we enjoy life, and we did. I cannot say it was not a good time. It was a great time, I have to say. But the side effect of the alcohol, that I felt really tired, physically destroyed. I had many months of diarrhea. I had uh, mm, problems with my stomach, and there is another addition to that. That what I have to add, that if you start to drink, really drink a lot, you actually don't take any other substances, any other healthy food. Like you don't eat fruits mostly, you don't eat yogurt, or I mean, you don't eat anything. Like your diet becomes really one way. And in the end, if I was hungry and I drank a beer, I wasn't hungry anymore. So you stop to eat, you don't feel anymore you want to eat, and your body anyway does not digest it. Actually, people, they eat and drink, they are kind of better on it, handling it physically. I'm not saying emotionally or psychologically. I think nobody really can handle the alcohol very well, because it's really sneaky. As I said, you won't realize that you're already in. And many people, if you see them drinking every day and you say them, oh wait, you're an alcoholic, they will fight with you that they are not. Or if you they accept that they are, they just say, yeah, but I decide, especially men, I decided like this and it's okay for me. Otherwise you would say, no, I'm okay, I'm just, it's fun or whatever. So it's really, yeah, really, really self-destructive. What I want to say about psychology, because what I realized, I think, why is there this flip? Why is there this schizophrenia of changing into the evil or demon or whatever, and take this all anger out or whatever, being violent, starting to aggress somebody else? Because uh, I think your consciousness, you consciously or subconsciously, when you're drinking, you subconsciously know that you're harming yourself, your body and your soul and your mind, and you actually don't want to harm yourself. Nobody wants, and you know that you're doing it, and you kind of cannot go out, or you convince yourself that it's okay, and you press the body to drink, because when you're destroyed like that, you don't really want anymore, but maybe you stop and your body shakes, and you can't handle that. um, that was actually the point when I really started for the first time, when I could not lift a cup of coffee, and then I realized, oh, maybe I'm not really okay. So you won't accept it till that moment, that the body is really, really out. And um, so then, uh, where I stop about this is kind of self-aggression, yeah. So you feel guilty that you're killing yourself actually, or you making harming yourself. You're always feeling angry at yourself. You feeling bad because you damage yourself, your body, your only thing you have in this life to come through this world. So your dome, you harming yourself, and so you kind of project it into the other people, and you attack them for your things. Let's say you make them guilty for what is happening, whatever it is. Uh, so you put your own anger towards another people. That's why people become aggressive, because they feel the aggression inside. They want to find this evil, but they actually fight the people around themselves. And then if you start to fight, you start to destroy all your environment, all your relationships. It's really drowning all the families, all the environment, yeah, the society. So it's like, getting bigger and bigger, and it's not only about yourself. This is very egoistic. Like, it's my own, it's my life. I decide to be alcoholic. For me, it's okay. I don't care, because it's affecting all the levels of the connections in human interconnections. And I think that's the point why many of alcoholics are aggressive and attacking and really violent, or screaming, or really, really, they want to fight the evil inside. They uh, mm, don't want to suffer, and that actually make suffer another people, and then they feel more guilty. And it's like with all psychological sicknesses, there is the loop, there is the circle which you cannot go out from. And then it's this alcoholism really becoming bad. And what happens when you go out, and how you go out? So I think the main thing is that you decide. You just decide. As for me, was this cup of coffee which was spitting all loud everywhere, and I couldn't stop my body to shake, and it was kind of discontrol, which I really saw with my eyes, because the psychological discontrol, you don't see, you are drunk, you don't know what you're saying, you don't remember next day. I never had really blackouts, but uh, yeah, you just somehow cover. You are like living in the cloud mostly. I remember from this young period, like all the days in the bars, they became one. I don't remember really which day was what happening. It was just, you know, one big drinking day, a few of them, which I remember. And then in the longer period after, when I was around 30, yeah, it was longer period, and it was like accelerating. And then I found myself that I just don't have a sober moment. And when I wake up in the morning and I felt that I'm sober, I just start to cry, because it's, oh wow, I want to be sober. But what happened that, of course, we came with the friends, and then was the first offering beer, and I said, of course, yes, because you like it. And you know it's really hard to say no, or just, you know so you go into that again, and then you again, in the night, you feel already that you can't really see, and you can't walk, and you can't really manage, that you're really out of control. And like this, it goes day by day. You really feel the wish to stop in yourself, but you have no power for that. If you even are in the toxic relationship, or environment, it's impossible to stop, because you like the people, and you like the vibe, and it's how we do that. So you know you would be weird if you suddenly say, no, I don't want, and you would be very struggling and suffering that, to watch that, and not being able to drink. So what I had to first make, so really roughly cut all these relationships, and um, go, just run out, just run, and then find myself back again alone, and work with that. First, it was this man who helped me. Thank you for that. Uh, that I wasn't alone. So um, it first time it was really hard, really, really hard, because as I told you, you have this addiction, not only physical, but is in the brain, that you see that drinks everywhere. You just uh as I told you, go in the shop, and you first what you see is beer, and you I used to buy it, so you don't even think about it. Yeah, of course I take some beers. And then, so when I stopped, it was 3 days are really, really, really rough, because it's coming, like I would say, the first day is psychological, that you really want to continue. um if you hold on, then second day is maybe physical, that you really, or maybe the first day, I cannot really select which day there is what, because I did it many times, so it's changing. The first time is very rough, and the last time is just nothing. In the beginning of everything, I jumped a very important part. There is a decision, a really clear decision, that I want to stop drinking. I don't want to drink anymore. This is your decision, right? And you set this decision, and you just, or take someone who can help you, who does not drink, and who stops you when you have this tension, or you just isolate yourself for a while, or you fight it. You can do that. You can do that. It is easy. Like if someone says, oh, it's not easy, it's not easy because you're staying in the loop, but it's actually uh, not so difficult. It's just a decision. You just have to make this click. What is why we push ourselves or keep ourselves out from the decision long time is because uh, we cannot imagine how it would be without that. We are so used to that that this is a kind of lifestyle, and when I will do it, this will be boring. I cannot imagine that I'm like just sitting and not, drinking, and this like this is not me. But actually, you realize that after you stop, that it's much more exciting your life because you suddenly start to look for another things to do. You start to be really more creative. You start to be really awake. Uh, you start to be, yeah, that's there is no really change, then the change to be yourself more and to be clean, and you start after those three crisis day, I call them, the third day. So you probably go really down psychologically, like after every downer or drug, in every drug downer, you really feel that life has no sense and really depressed or something, like really you go down, and then it goes on. Then you start to lift yourself up. The fourth day is just you start again. 7 day it can be maybe problem, 10 day, 14, it comes back always, this, oh, I want to be, I see someone. But if you fight only, you have to fight only these moments. It's not like constant fight. You just push it out and push it out and push it out, and don't listen to that evil would it say, I need this. No, you don't. Just, oh, I want that. No, you just don't want that. You decided that not, so don't mess my brain now. After those days, you start to feel really clearly and very, very eerily, very, very, very immediately. You start to really see clearly. You stop to be in this cloud, which is like all muddy and it does not matter. And you start to really see with your eyes, and you start to even see how it was before, and then you can compare, and then your health improves. So you stop to have diarrhea, you stop to feel sick all the time with your stomach, you stop to have cramps, yeah, and pain. Uh, you stop to have the most beautiful thing, that you have no hangovers. I would say these 3 days is like a big, huge hangover. Yeah, you will be shaking and everything probably. Your body will sweat and everything, but it's just 3 days. And when you have this in your mind, you know that you come over, it's over. And then you find a different label, then you can find this period again in 3 months. And then I stopped. The most was 1.5 year that I stopped. Then always I start again, meeting again the same people, or just say, oh, I just take one beer. Be careful. There is one thing which I know already. That's why I this time realized, or decided that it's the final one. It's the third time, and I have always something with the three. The third time I decided that I don't want to drink anymore, ever. Because first time you really struggle and say, but I don't know. But then when you become pregnant, so that was like clear that I will not start again. Then I restarted when I was bigger, but uh, yeah, it was kind of short, and then I just yeah, just fall down again. If you decide once to not to be alcoholic, you cannot. I'm sorry, guys, but you cannot really take a beer. If you once was in the top that you're really alcoholic, you cannot just think that you take the only one. You will not, because what is the alcoholic, and I think most of the drug addictions, that there is the issue that it's a kind of greed. It's a kind of, you feel that you want to drink all the beers in the world, or you want to drink, everything. It is like, really, it start to be like, uh, you start slowly, slowly, but then if you're in the top, you just put the drink inside immediately. It feels like it doesn't go even through the mouth. It just go directly in the stomach, yeah. And so when you have one, you already feel in the middle, you feel in the half, you feel, I have not anymore. And you always need, to be ready, and so you buy a carton of the beers, the box, and then if you're in the middle, oh yeah, I'm running out. So it's like really constant greed, right? So that, it's ego behind that, yeah. uh so I feel people, why they're across fighting about beers. This is my beer, don't drink my beer, and stuff like that, because they feel this is like their life giving substance, but actually life taking substance. So that's really like, when you see people on drugs, so they're really like hunting that beers or whatever drink. They are really thirsty all the time for that, and I need more than everybody else. So I think it's just kind of different kind of greed, right? And um, what I really like to also say, um, well, you start to feel really different. You start to feel also proud about that, because feel, first it's like shame. You're like, no, no, I don't really want, thank you. But then it's like, really proud. I can be proud. No, I don't drink anymore. I really feel proud about that, because I know how much power and how much effort you need to do